Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am having so much fun in here, and I'm learning a lot, and I know a lot of you out there are also learning a lot from this powerful woman here, Madame Greza, the regional delegate of arts and culture, and she is saying it just as it is. It's either you take the truth or you leave it, but they say you cannot lie to your own self. You have a conscience, and that is what it is. Okay, we have some SMSs in the house. Good evening to you in the studio. I am Richard Enongene from Limbe. I'm enjoying the show. Madame Delegate, where and how can I obtain a distribution license for Cameroonian music and movie?
At the delegation, you just ask, you just apply, and then you attach all what you have been doing in your domain, because you don't just come and register when you have not done anything. Okay. So you come and apply, and then they will issue it.
All right, Richard Enongene, I hope your question has been answered. I am an upcoming painter, and my paintings project Cameroonian culture. Madam, I need support from the Delegation of Culture for the promotion of my work. This is in GA from Moya.
Okay, thank you, and I'm happy to know that we have painters who are coming up. I think that was one of the domains that I had to revive in Southwest.
Sure.
Yes, so we have been organizing so many events where painting is, especially around the 20th May, 11th February, to see all the painters who that we have in town. I will just tell him that the Southwest Cultural Festival is coming, and we are out there to see all the painters who are around. Let him come to the delegation, let him meet Max Sakolionga, let him meet us and bring samples of his paintings, and we'll support. So I just want to say that people, when they say support, they think that it's for me giving them money. I don't have the money, but I can make you have money through people who matter. People who buy paintings if your paintings are good. If they are not good, we'll put you in contact with professionals. You know, we have Max Sakolionga,
one of the
greatest painters in the world,
yeah,
not in Cameroon. Then they'll help you to improve on your painting so that your painting could sell internationally.
Okay. Good evening, Madame le Delegate. Thank you so much for this wonderful program and for your feedbacks. We really appreciate that. But I am a little surprised. I believe the Delegation of Culture has to work with all media houses to do the cover-up of their programs. Why is it that it is only certain TV stations I see on the boards for the upcoming festival?
Okay, thank you very much. The first difficulty of the regional delegation of arts and culture is that we don't have a budget for communication, and communication is very expensive. So very important, but very expensive. So we have our partners who generally cover or support us in what we are doing. I'll tell you, for instance, that the spots of the event, to have it on air is so expensive. But you have this media you see there, I don't know if I can call their names, have given us the spots for free. Free spots, and then you know what it means having free spots, and then even the communique programs. You know, when you evaluate all what they are giving, the package is like 3, 4, 5 million francs if you had to pay. So we cannot put all the media on the board. So that's why we acknowledge somewhere all the media houses, but those who have given us a package that we value at least 2 to 3 million francs, we put them on our billboard.
All right. Thumbs up to you, Madam, for all the good work you've been doing in promoting arts and culture in our region. We love you, and may God bless you.
Thank you
the
very
person
much.
did not write the name there.
Thank
all right.
you.
She said thanks. Now, Madam, when we talk about culture, we're also talking about religion. What would you say about that? Because it is the identification of a people generally. What would you say about religion and culture?
That topic, I would say people are scared to talk about it. But I will always say that I'm not scared to talk about culture and religion.
Sure.
Because culture, religion is an aspect of culture. Because in the different ways of relating, sorry, I'm more of French than English. The different way people want to relate with God to solve problems that they could not solve as human beings, then religion comes in. There are people who believe that to go to God, you have to pass through Jesus. There are people who believe that to go to God, you have to pass through your own ancestor who knows your name, knows your dialect, knows where you come from, and so they can be able to really tell God your problems because they know you. Because if there was corruption in heaven the way there's corruption on earth and in Cameroon, who do you think will take you to God? Is it somebody's ancestor or your own ancestor? Who do you think will take you to God? Is the person who knows you well. And so I want to say that, unfortunately, in our region, especially, people have not understood what is all about religion and culture. So in the brand of culture, they have put culture and religion like enemies, whereas they should know that every people have their own beliefs. They believe that to go to God is how you should pass. You should respect people's belief. Don't judge them, don't condemn. Believe in what you want to believe. Accept that other people believe in what they want to believe. So for me, some people believe that in Africa and in Southwest in particular, we shout too much to speak to God, so we disturb God. We don't even allow him to rest. Some other people believe that it's when you shout every day, you call his name, that he listens. So everybody has his own belief. That's how I see. But our people have taken religion to kill culture, some of them.
All right. You have heard her take when it comes to religion and culture there. Do not judge anybody. People have their right to make their choices. That is what she's talking about this morning. Okay, Madalo Delegate, there's this issue that we are also losing our culture due to the lack of facilities for people to gain knowledge and empowerment. It's really when it comes like to archives, yes. We really do not know where to go to. Mm-hmm. Do we have that here?
They are right, because the first problem we have is that the Ministry of Arts and Culture does not have a staff trained like you have the School of Administration that trains administrators. You have a school to train medical doctors. We don't have a school in Cameroon to train professionals in culture. So it's difficult because in that ministry, if you don't do self-empowerment a lot, you may not. So most of the people are there because of job, opportunity, because there's a post to grab. So people who are there to really talk about culture or train on culture are very few. So those who are there have too much work. But I will say that it's important we talk about it. Sure. To say that when you go to archives, the archives in Boya, you have professionals. We have started training people now. The state has started training. You have, but for our community needs people who are trained in that domain. So you have anthropology. Me, I've done 5 years in anthropology. I've done 3 years in archaeology. I've done 3 years in event management. I've done 3 years in cultural policies. So you see, there's a domain, there's a line you can follow to be trained. And then when you are in, you always have trainings online, you always have people, because we have few, so people really want to empower you. So go online and see the possibilities. Unfortunately, because in our society, those fields are not considered as prestigious field. Yeah. You know, it's very prestigious for a parent to say my child is a medical doctor, my child is from Irik, my child is a lawyer. Whereas me, I've done like 17 years of studies. Yeah. But until I'm a regional delegate, before people will say, okay, my child is a regional delegate.
You see why I say she's a powerful woman. I mean, she keeps educating herself, empowering herself.
Yeah, I'm always in school.
Yeah, it's never too late for you to educate yourself, for you to learn something. And believe you me, nobody knows it all, because the more you continue to do research, the more you realize you have not learned it all. And that is what she's talking about today. Now, my problem is, okay, you already answered it, because I was coming to ask if there's not a school here, why can't the government do something about it? Because we really do need these archives. If not, the next 10 years, the children that will be born will not know anything about our culture.
I'll answer you to say that it's true we don't have a formal school for now, but ESTIC trains people in that field. Then every year now, since like 3 years after the Ministry of Arts and Culture have been fighting, every year they train people in that domain. So you have more people now trained. Then now, informally, I don't know if that's how they say it, informally, every year during the World Archives Day around March, we use 1 week to offer training. But I'll tell you, people don't come. People don't
because they don't get the information.
They get the information, but they don't see the needs, because no matter what we say, it's not prestigious. You know, we have a problem in this country of,
if you're not wearing a suit,
you don't wear a suit.
You're not in an office.
That's why I'll tell you, I hate suits.
Yeah.
I just hate suits, because in this suit we have buried all our talents. People think just because you have to wear a suit, you forget to learn, you forget to you have arrived. Then you no more look for things.
Yeah.
Have you seen somebody who suits? Then he thinks he already above you, and he hides so many things in that suit. But I think we have been doing a lot of sensitization. We go on air, we do a lot, but people don't still come. We even go to offices where archives should be preserved, to tell them all these documents that you are throwing are archives. The people are not interested. So do you force people? But if you say there's a Josie, when there's a concours of ENAM, do you see the line?
Yeah.
When there's concours of INGS, because I started in INGS as Youth and Action Counselor. That is a branch that gives you way to all these trainings that I've said, anthropology, archaeology. You start from there. But how many people go in for that concours? Because it's not prestigious. So I just want to say, people don't want to learn. People don't see the need where it does not give them possibility to wear coat and say,
even if they're earning just 50,000, as long as they're wearing the coat, it means everything is so good.
So, I think the day we'll remove these suits from Cameroon, we'll start having solutions to our problems.
Okay, another issue is the fact that people complain that they don't get information from you, that information about certain things that will happen is only given to a few. To the chosen few, as they would say it. For instance, some people were bitter that they didn't even know you had called people, especially filmmakers, for a meeting to talk about this festival. And some other people who were really interested in it did not have the information because just some chosen people were called to attend the meeting.
No, I think they have, it's good you say it, but it's good they have the right information. You know, when you are organizing a festival like that one, you don't call the whole crowd. The work is just too much. You have to assign people. And you work with institutions. What is the institution in the film domain? The institution that is working with the delegation in the film domain is the Cameroon film industry. Everybody knows about, if you are in the film domain, you should know about the Cameroon film industry, but because that is the core. And in that core, you have guilds. So the president of that committee of the Southwest Cultural Festival in the film domain. Is the president of the Cameroon film industry. I will not be calling meetings to everybody. So he has to call now. And then the people who are in that, yes, the people who are in that committee are people who have showed me that they are working. You understand? So the first people I will call are these people. Then they will open and call all those who are interested. So it's not closed. But I think people even complain that I speak too much in radio, in TV, online. All of this is really to communicate. Sure. But when I communicate, instead of people coming to like, Madam, I'm interested. I want to be in, even if you don't want me to be in. It's my thing, I will be in. They sit in the quarters and do wrong comments. You should be in.
Okay, you heard it from her, from the horse's mouth. She's a boss, and she said it. Remember to send your SMSs to 654-983620, or if you're streaming live on Facebook, send your questions, and Madame le Delegate is going to answer them all. Good evening, Madame. Thanks for the good work you've been doing in the Southwest region. I wish to know what an upcoming artist like me need to do in order to get assistance from your ministry. Ewang Solange from Limbe.
Okay, thank you very much for your compliment. I will say that the first thing is what we call technical support. You don't just go to the ministry and say, I'm a musician or upcoming musician, and then you have the support. We have 3 types of support that the ministry offers through the delegation. We have the technical support, because before you say you are a musician, you should be able to present a product that will sell Cameroon. Sure. We are not in taking people because they say I'm a musician. We want the best because it's the face of Cameroon. So, but we also think that the delegation can offer you advice, you know, sure, technical, put you in contact with people who can help you improve on your work. So when we have done this, and we do it every day, artists come to the office and we do it. When you have this product that can sell, that can give a better face of Cameroon, then we will tell you we offer institutional support. It means you write to the ministry that you want support for the production of your album, because we know you don't have much money. You write an application to the minister, but if your product is good, I will advise you that write before March, write between February and March. And then I will recommend. So with my pen, I'll tell the minister, I've listened to this music. I've followed up this musician. He has taken some trainings. We believe that if there's support to be given, he merits to have support. We call it institutional support. Then when it gets to the ministry, the ministry receives almost 1,000 applications every day. How is your music going to be chosen amongst the others? That's why I tell artists, I say, this your music you call world music is good, there is no music for us in the Ministry of Arts and Culture, because the first objective of the Ministry of Culture is to promote Cameroon music. So what is the original touch that you put, original touch that you put in your music to make it a music that is not from anywhere, that will represent something from your area? So I always take the example of X Malaya. Why is X Malaya the best, one of the best groups that will go around the world?
The fusion of their language.
The fusion of the Bassa culture with the world music. Sure. You understand? Sure. So that's why I'm telling musicians that be patient to go to your village and have what is your traditional music. Use it and make your music original. So when it gets to the ministry will choose it as one of the music that promotes Cameroon.
All right. My name is Are. I'm from Kumba. I am very interested in the art of painting, though that's not what I did in school. Is there any center in Southwest region that offers other vocational training, like Institute of Fine Arts in Fumban?
No, we don't have in Southwest. We don't have in Southwest because first, the ministry does not have the means to build all these centers. Now, we don't have in Southwest because our people are not like in other regions that you have cited, where they know the importance of culture and they invest. Individuals invest in culture. Communities invest in culture. So while waiting for the government to invest, people themselves invest when they see. So, but what we always do is that artists who come to us, there are always periods where we organize training and we connect them with the icons in that domain to train them.
All right. Good day to you in the studio. I love the show. I wish to know the criteria available at this year's cultural festival and how I can be a participant. Luis from Ekona.
It's good we first know in what domain is doing. But I would say that if it's in painting, we have a committee that is headed by Max Lyonga because it's our icon. Sure. So if it's in painting, he should already try to get in contact. That's why our contacts are everywhere, so that we see what he has. If it's in comedy, we have Oh Boy. We have MC Molango is where? In Kona? In Kumba.
Okay, you mean this guy? He's from
Ekona. So you have Ekona Boy, who is one of our best artists in that domain. I think he lives in Ekona. You can just, yes, but then we don't know. We have designers who are there, and we have a fabric doctor who was FBI. Yeah. These are, we have in every domain somebody who is like the icon of that domain, and then you just contact him. He will definitely channel you to.
Okay. Good evening, Madam. Thank you, Geraldine, for bringing the Honorable Madam into the house. Ma'am, we want to ask this question because we are so worried about this. In other countries where we find our artists who have been nominated in awards out of the country and they win, when they come back, they are not even celebrated in our own country, which means we are not even proud that they represented us as a country out there. Whereas if you look in our neighboring countries like Nigeria and other places, when people are only nominated, they don't even win the awards. When they come back, they are celebrated like winners. Why is that not happening in our country?
Bon. I'll answer by saying that they are right. They are right. But, you know, when I sit sometimes and just watch on TV people who have been nominated and who go to the ministry and see the minister that they have been nominated. Whereas I'm here in Southwest, sometimes I'm not even aware. So people believe that when you are nominated, you should go to Yaoundé, see the minister that you cannot even meet easily. Sure. Whereas, I think if they had, if they felt that they have the ministry represented here, before you even go to this award, you come and say, Madam, I'm nominated here. How do we as a team mobilize to support your nomination? We can even organize the way of going online to, if you need votes, then together we move, you understand? And then when you are nominated, and I know how to use communication because I've done cultural policies and entertainment. So when we know you are there, only the online work that we will do to put the maximum people behind you. When you are coming, we will also organize to receive you. Sure. But we just discover on TV, I discover on TV, or I'll just hear on air that somebody, I will not go and look for you in your house. I have so many people. So let them make me feel they know I'm there. Then I'll do what it means for them to be nominated.
But actually, we really cannot blame them because it's thanks to you being here now that some of them will understand that it is important for them when they are nominated, they come to you because they didn't have that idea. Probably they thought you need to go to Yaoundé, but although you are here, you're supposed to represent and take them to Yaoundé. It's just, you know, ignorance sometimes. We cannot blame it.
Yes, I will also say that the problem I'm facing in Southwest since I'm here, I always tell artists wherever I meet them that when you always think that I'm the government, You know, the brand of the government is killing the whole Cameroon. When you see me as the government, then you don't see how I can help you. But I think I've been doing my best to come. For those who know me, my door is always open. I think that is the only delegation with no secretary. I've removed secretaries because I don't want somebody to come and say I've been sent out by the secretary or the door is so open. I think I've done everything to show that I want to be available. I want to be accessible. So let them not always say, she's the government. When you put the government, then everything you block. Everything that I can offer, you cannot even come. Let people don't block themselves with this. She's Madam the regional delegate. I cannot get to know. They should feel that I've come here to work for them. Yes. That's why I'm paid, and I'm very happy to work for you. So every time you need, come to the delegation and you.
She is a servant, you know. Leaders are servants, and she's here to serve you. I can testify to that, you know. She's had open doors for everyone out there. So if you need any advice, if you need any directions, just go to the cultural office up there around the police, and you have her at your beck and call. Talking about the Cameroon film industry, does it even exist? Because the last time I checked, CFI has been existing for so many years now, but they haven't achieved anything, not even a festival, nor a short film project. All they do is fighting and expressing their childishness on social media. My suggestion is for the Ministry of Arts and Culture to come up with a new, mature, and well-organized film industry that will promote development and culture in Cameroon. This is Barrister Ba from Limbe.
Thank you very much for that. The difficulty of the Ministry of Arts and Culture, you see it even with music.
Yeah.
When we want to, yes, when we want to intervene, they tell us we are not the filmmakers. We are not the musicians. So we know nothing about it. We should stay away from it. That's what when it's bad there, they rush to the ministry and say, Madam, help us. When you want to get in, Madam, stay out. So
it's just
no, so you just, but for me, I'm used to. But I'll tell people that as my mother used to say, she says that the battle is in the ring. Always be in. Sure. It's only inside that you can bring changes. All the blows and the quarrels or the complaints that you make outside is out of the ring. Get in, do your suggestion, propose things. Perhaps your suggestion may change things. Why do you think you cannot change it? But if you sit in your house, in your room, or on the street, and you make all the noise, you are not helping the industry. Sure. I think we need everybody to get in. There's a problem with Cameroonians. You put two Cameroonians together, the next minute they fight. You never see them speaking quietly, building. How do we do it? The next minute you put two, they see themselves already as enemy. How can I overtake? How can I? And you have conflict. So how do we solve it? Sure. So get in and bring your suggestions, force them to know that what you think can change it, and then change it.
All right, Barrister Ba, I would want to tell you that we have had some festivals that are successful. Yes. We have a Grand Noir, which is wonderful. We have Camif, we have Art City Short Film Festival, which is happening right now. It started yesterday and will be ending on Saturday. So people are working. So we have this, and we have some people who have focus and are making sure that they need to see this industry grow to another level. So if you have another suggestion, you could just send it to us. We learn together, we grow together as a country. It is very important. We have talented people here. We just need them to be focused. We need the support to make this industry a better one.
And then if he's not satisfied with what is happening, let him produce and look for positive people who are working, and then form something, and then continue.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Madam, we're still talking back on, now we are with the government. We have the cultural center and the chairs. Is that enough?
We don't even have the chairs.
Okay, we don't even have chairs now. It's really bad. Is that enough?
No, it's not enough. I want to say that I tried. When I came, I saw that building. It was old. It was really falling. So the first thing was to build the image of that center just by painting. And if you go there now, you see the. I've tried. I've even gone to people who have instruments. For instance, if I take the music domain, people who have instruments in their houses. I've gone to them to see that they can bring these instruments at the Cameroon Cultural Center. I've written to the ministry that they should give instruments to the center. But you know, the ministry also have a very low budget. If they say the priority is on museums, to empower chiefdoms on museums, the ministry cannot do other things. Now the policy is empowering chiefdoms on preservation of culture. So I tried to bring these people together to have instruments at the center so that all these young artists who want to learn, who want to improve, can meet at the cultural center, those who know music already. But they say, madam, you have to pay us 200,000 a month, 300. I don't have it. But in other countries that we are appreciating, people sacrifice. When there are icons in their domain, they will have time that they give to the younger ones who are coming. It means that they can say every Saturday from this hour to this hour, we are at the Cameroon Cultural Center to receive these young ones. But if you don't have people who are ready to sacrifice to teach the younger ones, if you don't have people in the community who are ready to sacrifice their instruments, you don't have people in the community who are ready to sacrifice their money, and everybody is expecting the government, let us be waiting for the government's time.
All right. To add to that, I think it's not just about instruments. I was thinking that, you know, with the festival, you do it once a year, which is not enough for us to promote.
Once after 2 years.
Once after 2 years. Whoa, that is even bigger. The gap is too much. And I was thinking, why not use this cultural center where the delegation can organize fairs, like after every 3 months, at least you already have a building. It's just for the different sectors in culture to come and showcase. The only thing we need from the government is the culture to invite people and make the awareness for people to know that this is going to be happening every 3 months, so that people can come there, buy stuff that represents Cameroon, appreciate the culture of Cameroon. Don't you think that can help?
Yes. When you sit in my office, you understand that it's not as easy as you think. I've tried. People say, pay us.
So for them to come and
pay us.
Their products.
Yes. Because it's not just about organizing it. You have to rent canopies. You have to rent chairs. You have to rent the sound system. I don't have anything there to organize the listing. It means that for me to organize anything, even just the logistic, at first I have to already have the means. I've done everything. I've gone to all. I thought that the industries here can even support, because in other countries you have ideas and then companies around buy the ideas. They are not even ready to buy the ideas. Now the people you want to invite to come there and do the things you think will showcase them, they say, pay me. I've contacted people to have a weekly program for that cultural center, so that people know that every Sunday you have this, every Saturday. We even wanted to put a band there for weekends. Then we thought that we could organize exhibitions. But people say, for me to come there, madam, you pay my transport. How much are you paying me? People say, for the person. Okay, you say, okay, groups will even come and showcase. They say, madam, it's 100,000. Because they see the government, they see the delegation, and they see that I have budget to be paying. Where do I have all this budget to be paying all these people? They don't see that it's for them to come and showcase. Even the painters, I've gone to the painters. I said the Cameroon Cultural Center has this main building that can be used, and then outside the building, there's enough space. They can even exhibit. And how many people come? You know, don't follow, I don't want to say Cameroonian. If it's about complaining, you have all the complaints. Just propose solutions. Nobody wants to come in if he does not see millions that you are offering. People see millions first. They don't see that if I go there, I'm going to showcase myself. I'll just take you the example. You talked about fashion on the street. That happened last week. How many designers were there? Just in Boya. How many designers accepted to be there? But the same designers who were not there will complain. They will look for reasons to complain. So our people, I don't know, we have this complaining syndrome. Complaining. Not that we are right, but I think if we don't know that the first efforts to showcase ourselves, to promote ourselves is us, and we think that the government will come and promote us, the government will give us money, the government,
they'll wait till 2015.
It cannot do everything.
Sure. It's all about you promoting yourself first when people see it out there. But when it comes to people wanting companies to support, you know, in our country, people are still very timid when it comes to sponsorship, especially companies. So people believe that when you, the government, like delegation of culture, when you come in, it gives some strength for these companies to say, okay, if the delegation is a part of this, then this means serious business. But if those individuals go to these people to come and be a part of that, these people will not accept.
I will just answer to say that all those who have come to my office to say that they want to organize this and this, I give recommendation letters. I'll take an example. We had to work with the DJs Association to organize the World Music Day with DJs because our objective was for the DJs to understand that they should play at least 80% of Cameroon music before they play 10% of. We worked as a team. I want to really congratulate them for that. We worked as a team, and it's just with my recommendation letter that they had the sponsorship from Brasseries.
Wow.
Yeah, support. Institutional support, probably the signature, come, and they have things. But I think that other people, I don't know what they think, that I will come to their houses and meet them there and do things, I don't know. But it's not, I don't want them to think that every time you have the recommendation letter, automatically you have the support. It's a battle that all of us are fighting to make sponsors understand that in other countries that we are appreciating, it's because sponsorship. It's not about government.
Yeah, it's because sponsorship is key.
See, you have a project, I'll tell you, you have a project like the Southwest Cultural Festival. That is 198 million francs in Plan D, because Plan A is 1 billion. Plan D is 198 million francs. I'll tell you that in this country that we admire, in this country that colonized us with their culture, a single person would tell you, Madam, I buy this project, because when they will say Southwest Cultural Festival, they call on you your name. They call, you don't even, branding is exclusive. But in Cameroon, I'll tell you that you have a project like this one that is offering you Southwest, the whole Southwest into your hands. You have to run behind 20 sponsors to have what? But I just want, I've gone to all these industries, not as a beggar, but as a partner, to tell them that Southwest, you brand all over in other towns, they are on the Douala, you don't brand in Southwest. Come to Southwest and brand. Bon, it's still difficult. I think we have also our own blames on it, because they say you come to Southwest, you do all your noise and you organize events, Southwest people don't come out. They don't come out. So why do you want us to go and invest in a place where people don't come out? Yeah. If it's a rally, church rally, they will be there. If it's I don't know what they will be there, but when it's entertainment that God has created for you to be happy, people don't come out. So no matter what you do, industries are like Southwest. Who will even come out? Especially Boya. I want to tell the Boya population that if you want things, there's the first effort you should do. Sure. Go out when people organize things. You encourage industries to come in as sponsors. It will encourage these people to be organizing. And
that also helps in contributing to the economic growth of the town.
People come from all over to come and support you in what you are doing. And they'll buy, live in hotels, eat in restaurants.
Yeah, that is the economic growth.
But we don't want to sacrifice and do what it needs for us to have things.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Madam Grace Ewang, the Regional Delegate of Arts and Culture. She is giving us deep things that we have been so ignorant about, and I know you're learning so much right here, just as I am learning. Remember to send your SMSs to 654-983620, or if you're streaming us live on Facebook, send your questions, and she is here to answer. Let's go for a break. When we come back, we keep discussing. Don't touch the dial.
The second edition of the Grand Southwest Cultural Festival is here in Boya, the town of legendary hospitality, from the 9th to the 16th of December 2017. Activities include cultural parade, prestigious Southwest spot walk with icons and stars. Exhibition of artifacts, paintings, sculpture, photography, and books on the Southwest culture, traditional games, wrestling, dances, traditional medicine, gastronomy, film projection, and varieties music. Introducing female cabaret.